All right. Well, thanks for joining us this week. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. We're getting a little rain finally, which is wonderful. It's a little sunny right now at my house, but I'm hoping that we'll get some more rain. My flowers really need it. So hopefully we keep getting that. Okay, well, so our special guest this week, her name is Gayla, and she is joining us. Gayla is an instructor at the Senior Resource Center, specifically with fitness classes. So she's going to join us today. We've got some new classes that are coming up that she is going to teach. And she's also going to give some information about classes that we have that are ongoing that you can partake in, as well as give some, tips and information just on exercise and how to incorporate some just simple activity into your daily life. And so we're just going to have a chat with her. So if you have any questions or anything like that for her, definitely, chime in. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Gayla to introduce herself, and we'll get going.
Okay. Now, across my screen, it says this meeting is being recorded. Do I need to hit continue, or does that just stay up there the whole time?
You could probably hit continue. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. I've got it though.
Okay. There, it was just on my screen.
Gotcha.
Okay.
No, you're good to go.
Okay. Morning, everybody. I'm Gayla MacMillan. I am teaching virtual classes right now. Morning. Nice to see everybody. Beautiful day. We got a little rain last night, so my flowers are looking perky. So if the flowers are perky, I'm perky. So that's all good.
Yes.
But I did teach in person prior to COVID at the senior center. I taught Jerry Fit and Tai Chi. If you ladies have not tried that out, it's two great classes. What we've been doing virtually is Walk with Ease, which is a great program. We're currently doing Tai Chi for arthritis, and we're going to start on the 16th a seated strength training class with some cardio. So we're just going to kind of talk about all those classes just a little bit. But the good thing is we modified it, thanks to Zoom and Rachel, that we can do these classes from home. I live over an hour away, so it's kind of hard to get to the senior center. Anyway, with all the Wilmington traffic, as you know. So I'm tickled to death and very excited that we can do this on Zoom. I get to see familiar faces, and I feel like I'm not all by myself. I got people with me, so that's all good. Currently, we have a Tai Chi for arthritis class in place. It'll end in August, and then we'll probably start that over in August. They do have in-person classes in Tai Chi. I recommend that if you hadn't ever tried it. It is great. It's slow, smooth, continual movement. It's something you can do seated or standing. We primarily teach it standing, but the moves are gentle, and it's good for our brains because we're learning the moves and learning the flow. So you may want to check out Tai Chi for arthritis. You don't have to have arthritis to take it, but it is great. It has all over health benefits, that mind-body connection. It lowers your blood pressure. It increases the flexibility in your joints. It works on our balance. So as we stay mobile, we stay upright and balanced. So Tai Chi is a really, really great class. I have to tell you, years ago, when I tried it the first time, I hated it. I said, this is not for me. But then after I took the class and the senior center asked me, would I be interested in teaching it? I said, sure. So I took probably 6 or 8 months to learn, and then went to classes myself. But I found out all the health benefits from Tai Chi. The movements are slow, like I say, can be done seated or stand, and it helps your all over health, your flexibility, increases your muscle strength, your range of motion, and it's all done within your comfort zone. You move at the range that's right for you. So it can be modified real easy for each individual person. I was super excited a couple months ago to start the Walk with Ease. We did it virtually, and it was 3 days a week, an hour on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and we walked. It has a great instruction book with it that teaches you how to move with ease and incorporate into your daily life's activities. And I have a tendency to just keep right on talking. So if you want to say something, just say, hey, I want to talk, and slow me down. I'm a morning person and I kind of get real hyper. I have to tell you, my husband is not a morning person. And he'll go, Gayla, no talk, no talk. So anyway, and I'll tell you, I've had a couple of cups of coffee this morning, so I'm very hyper this morning. So, and I get all excited about these classes because we can do them from the comfort of our home. We still have that connection with other people, and we're keeping the mobility in our body. Join the classes to just for the encouragement to keep us mobile. I haven't had Walk to Ease for a couple of weeks now, and I can already tell that I am not, because I'm not doing that 3 days a week. I'm not as flexible as I was. A little more about the Walk to Ease program. It incorporates stretching, something we can do every day, do it at home or stand at the kitchen sink. We can flex our ankles and keep the mobility in our joints. But it's a great program for keeping us moving and incorporating in our daily lives. That program teaches us how to be aware of our surroundings and to be in a safe environment. And something that has one thing we found, one lady said she liked to go to Mayfair and walk because it had benches. She could walk a little ways and then she could sit down. So as we pick our areas to walk, when we move outside of our home, we want to look at our safety. Thing I really like about the Walk with Ease program is we write it down. If you write it down, you're more than likely to do it. And we take a beginning self-test and an ending self-test in your book, Your Eyes Only, to see where you're at the beginning of the 6 weeks and where you are at the end of the 6 weeks and see your progress. And to me, that's always good. And another good part about the program is we reward ourselves at the end, kind of set a goal, what you when you've completed the 6 weeks. One lady said, I'm going to go get me a new pedicure. I'm out walking around, even though my toes are covered, I'm going to go get me a new pedicure. So we kind of set those little goals and we work toward them. And we start out, walking in place and moving in our house, and then we take it outside. It is a great program. They are right now. I'm not offering Walk to Ease through the summer because I am a caregiver for a friend, and I have my little granddaughter right much this summer. So, but hopefully in the fall we will start another Walk to Ease 6-week program. They do currently have a Walk to Ease class on Fridays at 1. Is that right, Rachel? At 1.
Yes, it starts tomorrow at 1 p.m.
So if you're interested in going to the senior center and walking the trail, which is a nice trail, tomorrow at 1, it is safe environment, and they do have benches if you need to sit down. So if you want to think about that, or just keep on the radar, Walk to Ease maybe this fall. Our newest class, which I'm super, super excited about, is our strength training class with cardio. It starts June 16th. It'll be on Wednesdays at 10:30. We will do most everything seated with light hand weights, and then we'll stand up and do some cardio. We're not running a marathon. It's not a race. We go at our own range of motion, and we go at our own pace. The one thing I stress to all my classes, that our classes are not for comparison. We don't care what the person beside us is doing. It's not a competition. It's the consistency. Whatever you do, be consistent. I prefer walking every day, and you don't have to run. You can walk, but do it every day. The CDC asks us to do 30 minutes of active movement 5 times a week. And that can be yard work. It can be dancing around your house. What the best exercise for you to do is the exercise that you will do. If somebody said, oh, you need to go walk a mile in 15 minutes. Well, I tell you, my body ain't going to walk a mile in 15 minutes. So you walk whatever you can walk in 15 minutes and then increase it over time. It's the consistency, the repetition. And going back to Tai Chi, that's the importance of Tai Chi. It works our brain and our body because we're learning the forms so we remember them so we can do it at home. And then we're moving our body and we're strengthening our muscles. We need strong muscles, the ligaments and tendons around our joints to stay mobile. The Walk to Ease class does that. The Tai Chi does that. The seated strength training does that. All of these programs work on keeping whatever you can move moving, because if you don't move, it ain't gonna move. So you're in charge. So that's the main point I want to get across today is whatever you can move, move it. I move my elbow a lot. That's why I have wide hips. So I get a lot of this exercise. So maybe I need to slow down on that. But anything you can move, like I say, turn on your music, dance around the house. You know, I have no rhythm, but I enjoy music and I love to move. Whatever you do, just be consistent. Wake up in the morning, stretch before you get out of bed. Just take those ankles and just flex them and point that toe. Maybe rotate those ankles. Get those joints kind of flexible before you get up. Your ankles are so important to your balance. So keep that mobility in your ankles. Sitting there watching your favorite TV show, just lift those ankles up and just twist them and take them out the other direction. When you're standing at your kitchen counter, cooking your dinner, raise up. I'm gonna slide back. Just raise up on the balls of your feet. Flex those calves. And this helps our ankles, strengthens those joints down here. And you can stand and just do the rotations. Anytime you can move, move. When you're reaching for your cabinet, don't overextend that elbow. Think about elongating your spine. And when you take that arm up, I say put your Oreos on the top shelf, and at least you got the stretch to get to them. So just take it and go up and elongate that spine and safely move. Don't think I can't do this because of a certain number on a calendar. You know what your body will do. So do it. And like I say, you don't have to go by a textbook. You know your body the best. So if you can take your arms out, take your arms out. You sit on your front porch and wave at your neighbors. My husband and I joke because we watch the traffic leave like on Sunday afternoons, you know. So we just kind of wave goodbye. Well, look there, I'm rotating my shoulder. I'm working that mobility in my shoulder. Anything you can move, move. Don't let it age. My husband said, I can't do that. I'm too old. Age is a state of mind. You know your body, but if you don't move it, it ain't gonna move. So what I try to tell all my classes is our body, our muscles need air. So keep breathing. Our muscles need water. So stay hydrated. Don't leave the house without some kind of water or liquid. And your body needs movement. With the Walk to Ease class, the Tai Chi for arthritis, the strength training class gives you all of that. We talk about breathing and how to elongate and get more air in our lungs. We talk about how to move safely and we stay hydrated. How many of you have ever been stuck in traffic in Wilmington? All the time. Take a bottle of water or those nice bottles from the senior center. Don't leave home without liquid. I live at, there. You're muted, I think.
Will all these courses or classes be offered at the senior citizen place?
We do have a Tai Chi session. There's two Tai Chi classes. So there's Tai Chi for beginners and Tai Chi for arthritis. They are separate classes. Those are offered in person. We have 2 instructors for those. Gayla teaches virtually. Like she was saying, that will end in August. And then I'm not positive, but we're hoping that we'll start another Tai Chi for arthritis session then. And then the Walk with Ease program, our first in-person session will start tomorrow afternoon, and it meets on Fridays.
Okay.
The senior strength, the seated exercise class that she mentioned.
At 1 o'clock.
The Walk with Ease is in person, 1 p.m. Yes, ma'am. And if it does rain, there is they have a plan in place for that for weather. I know we're expecting a little rain tomorrow. So if it does rain, we have a plan for that. The seated strength training class is virtual only, and that starts June 16th. And it will take place Wednesdays at 10:30 in the morning on Zoom. And if you'd like a seat in that class, it's actually almost full. So let me know at the end. So she'll talk a little bit more about all of that, but let me know at the end. So I'll give it back to her, Gayla.
Okay.
Anything I missed, Gayla?
No, except Jerry Fit is offered in person at the senior center, and it
Yes,
is
thank you.
seated. It is seated strength training. It doesn't really have the cardio aspect in it, but it's using light hand weights with some seated, some standing. But and Rachel, I don't know exactly the dates and times on the Jerry Fit, but it is offered in person at the senior center.
Correct. She's correct. We offer that. We have it multiple times a week. We have 2 different instructors for it. And they offer them at different times. We have one Jerry Fit with Mary. If you have ever had a class with Mary, she offers a morning session. I believe it's at 8:30. And then we have Jerry Fit with Annette, and Annette teaches it in the afternoons. I believe 12 to 1, but I'm not positive. I can get that information for you though. I'll have it at the end.
Can I ask, what is the difference between the Tai Chi for arthritis and then the beginning Tai Chi? What is the difference?
Okay, well, the Tai Chi for arthritis is what they call Sun style Tai Chi, and it's geared to more smaller range of motions, and it's approved by the area agency to be safe for senior adults. The other is Angelo. Is that correct, Rachel? Is Angelo the one teaching the other beginner class?
Yes. So Angela's teaching actually, no, I believe it's Lynn. Lynn's teaching the beginner and intermediate.
Okay, now that is
Yeah.
still, okay, those two are
Is that
still
for arthritis?
arthritis.
Give me
if-
1 second.
okay.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. The one.
Go ahead. Let me pull it up for you. Go ahead.
Okay. The ones that are taught through the senior center by Lynn or myself are the Tai Chi for arthritis. And the beginners, it starts at the beginning and the form continues with each session. The form continues and then it advances to more advanced moves, but it's Sun style Tai Chi, which is easier on your joints and less range of motion. Now, the other Tai Chi that was offered before by Angelo was, I think, Yang style Tai Chi. It's a different form. It's a totally different movements altogether. Like what we call wave hands and clouds. We do it like this, to our right and to our left, and they have it. It's a totally different form. So you want to either class you choose, you would want to start at the beginning of the moves, because like with Tai Chi for arthritis, we start simple and it gradually adds more advanced moves. But Rachel can tell us the difference. But all that Lynn, to my knowledge, all that Lynn is teaching is for arthritis. And you can join like the first couple of classes and it goes for 20 sessions. And usually after the first couple or 3 classes, we don't allow others to come in because we're moving on, because it does build, but there's a lot of repetition. The memory part of our brain is way back here. So it has to travel from here all the way back here. So the repetition of the Tai Chi carves that path. So when you get home, you can practice the forms. And Tai Chi is set up to do that. And all the movements are slow, smooth, continual. And it's like you're passing the ball. And it teaches you how to safely turn your palms up. We talk about breathing, a lot about, expanding your diaphragm and just how to move. And actually the Tai Chi kind of goes in with the walking as far as keeping your balance and keeping it standing up. I'm going to adjust my screen just a little bit. The big thing about walking and staying balanced is how we pick up our feet. And we learned this in Tai Chi about how to pick up our feet, transfer our body weight, and then move it over. It's just like if you were walking down the sidewalk and there was a log, and here I am, and I just automatically pick up. Well, if I don't pick up well, that will transfer my weight correctly, I can get out of balance and I can fall. But if I walk toward this and I see there's a log, I'm going to transfer my weight to my left leg. Now I'm free to pick up my right leg. I can step across that log. I transfer my weight. I step up, I step over that log. I have safely maneuvered over that obstacle. So Tai Chi is really good about how to move your body, keep your body upright, and to walk. Our sidewalks down here have cracks, crevices. So if you're not careful, you're going to fall. It teaches you how to keep your body upright and to move, heel, ball, transfer your weight, heel, ball, transfer your weight. So Tai Chi is really, really good. And like I say, to start with, I hated Tai Chi. I went to a class and he wasn't teaching the Sun style like the arthritis. And it was like Greek. I mean, you could have been talking German or something, and I wouldn't have known what he was saying. But after I actually did the program, I realized my blood pressure went down. It kind of calms, it's soothing. It just kind of teaches you how to relax. So, I mean, it's worth checking out. Any other questions or comments? Rachel, I know we're back down to like 7 minutes. You got something you want to say, or?
Yeah, so I have the times for those. Now, if you're interested in the Tai Chi for arthritis, like Gayla had mentioned, is a 20-week session and it's an evidence-based program. So you have to start at the beginning and then complete the 20 weeks. So if you're interested in signing up for a new one, we don't have the times yet for when those will begin, but you can reach out to Chantel and let her know that you'd like to be put on the wait list. And then when we get the information for the new sessions, she'll reach out and let you know. So the ones that we have now are offered on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. It looks like we have 11 a.m., 12:30, and 2 is when we're offering them now. So the Tai Chi for arthritis ones have already begun those sessions, so you wouldn't be able to join in. I'm not sure where they're at in the 20-week range. And I don't know what the availability looks like for the beginner, just Tai Chi. So if you're interested in that, let me know. We can get you in touch with Chantel and the wait list to make sure that you can get registered in the future. Gayla, do you have any other, thoughts about your new class coming up? Anybody, what would you recommend? Who would benefit from taking that class?
Okay, I think the lady down here had a question.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, I just want to tell Rachel that I am interested in that Tai Chi class.
Okay. I'll send Chantel an email and let her know, and I'll have her confirm that she got your name. Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
Okay.
Are you
The
getting
new,
the arthritis one or the regular one?
I'm sorry, what was your question?
I was asking Gwen if she was getting into the regular one or the beginning one, because I'm interested in doing it too.
The regular one.
Beginner.
I want the
Okay.
regular one.
Just beginner Tai Chi. Okay.
okay, good.
And you too, Miss Brenda?
Yeah, well, I was thinking about I have a lot of ability to move right now, but that changes sometimes, and I do have weakness in my knee. I have trouble with my knees sometimes. So that's why I'm wondering if I should start out with the arthritis one.
Gayla, what are your thoughts?
Personally, I would definitely start out with the arthritis one because it's easier on your joints, and it can be modified for seated if you need to sit down. Sun style is easier on your joints. It's not, you don't lock your joints, and you don't, it's not high moves and it's not wide moves. And if you practice just standing, and transferring your weight just from side to side, just that helps keeping your body upright. That helps keep you straight. I would start with the arthritis because it is easier on your joints. And the other program is all different. And I don't know those forms. I have taken a little bit of that class, but it just depends on what style of Tai Chi you're looking for. It's all based on martial arts, but it's not punching but it's more bigger movements. And we have to be really careful with our shoulders that when we take them up, we don't take them up too high. And so you want to make sure that we're not doing anything, way out, more explosive movements. It's a great program. It's a different form of Tai Chi. And if it is Angelo, he would, gladly let you sit in on a class and see if you like it. I haven't talked with him in over a year and a half, so I'm not sure how he's handling it now, but you would want to get in on the beginners one as well, because again, it's a step program. You learn A to go to B to go to C. So, but personally, if you're having joint issues, I would go with the Tai Chi for arthritis.
Okay.
Because it will be easier on your joints. And I don't know about the other one, but this one has medical proof, and this is safe for any of us at all ages. So I would personally start out with that and give it a few weeks. Don't just do it one time and quit. Give it a few weeks and learn the movement. And in the beginning, you're so concentrated on learning the movements, you don't really feel the benefit of the movements. So give yourself, a couple or 3 weeks and really get into it. I really believe in it. I really know that it works. So look into it. I will go back to the new class we're starting on the 16th. It is a great class, and it can be modified to use light hand weights, to use 1 pound, 2 pound. Don't get anything really heavy. Most of it will be done right here in this yellow room. We'll do it seated, and we will do the cardio part standing. But just like with the Walk with Ease, we modified it for several ladies that wanted to do the walking seated, because one of them really did. Well, a couple of them actually had really bad knees. They're waiting knee replacements actually. So they couldn't stand up to walk the 5, 10, or 15 minutes. So we modified it for the chair. So you're still moving those joints. You're still opening and closing those joints, which is building the muscles and the ligaments and tendons around it. So the seated strength training, you're getting upper body and lower body. You're keeping those joints mobile. We don't do any high outreaching. We'll do some overhead, but it's light overhead, but it keeps the mobility in our joints. And we're going to work on strengthening our core. Our core keeps us, a strong core will help you keep you more upright. Strong hips keep you upright. So you can benefit. People think, oh, it's seated, you're not going to do anything. You will sweat. If you put forth your effort, you will sweat in this class, in any of this. And a lot of people think, well, you don't sweat in Tai Chi. Give yourself 15 minutes of Tai Chi. I just break out all over. So, and I can't stress it enough. In this world today, we think everything has to be fast. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, it don't. It's that slow, continual movement and the repetition. It's not a competition. It's not a comparison. It's the consistency. That I came up with that in our last Walk to Ease class, because I kept hearing myself say that. I said, well, that's going to be my new motto. Not a comparison, not a competition. It's the consistency. So be consistent. I'd love for you to join my class on the 16th. I try to make it fun. I try to play music in the background. It's a motivator. It keeps us motivated, because if you don't move it, it ain't gonna move. I know that's not proper English, but it ain't gonna move if you don't move it. But and
Mine is, I'm sorry.
go ahead. No, just jump right in.
Mine is just, it seems weird because like right now I'm in remission. I had some shots in my knee and I'm in remission, and I can feel like I never had arthritis. And a month ago, for the last couple of months before that, I was just in such agonizing pain to just go from a chair to stand up. So something to where I can go ahead and do everything I can do right now, but then if it goes out of remission, we can make a step back, would be perfect for me.
Yeah. Well, anything we do in this new class, even the cardio part, can be done seated. The main thing we want to do is keep those joints mobile and strengthen the ligaments and tendons around those joints. We do a lot of opening and closing and taking our hips out to the side to keep that mobility in our hips. So any type of movement, you can do. And we'll work on our arms and we'll work on our shoulders, but not taking it real high because we want to protect our shoulders. But to me, it's a fun class. When I taught Jerry Fit, it's kind of like Jerry Fit. I loved it. I had to drive over an hour to get to the senior center, and I had an 8 o'clock class. So I'd leave, Topsail at 6:30 in the morning. And if you don't love what you do, you ain't going to drive that far and go through that Wilmington traffic. So when I was offered this virtually, I said, thank you. Because, there's so much we can do. And if you've got a commitment, you write on your calendar, Wednesday, 10:30, you're going to be there. Just like your coffee talk, 9:30 on Thursday, put it on your calendar. You're going to do it. Hey, you can just come laugh at my funny jokes, and move what you can move. You don't have to do everything I do. In fact, you don't have to do anything I do. It's your class in the privacy of your own home, but I'm just there to be a part of it.
Mr. George, you have a question?
Yeah, good morning. I'm sorry I was
Hey.
tired, but brain was not functioning for coffee talk this morning.
Well, that's all right. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm glad I got a text. One of the things I like to comment on is that for myself, and I've learned this because of physical therapy I've had in the past, is that before I get up in the morning, I do stretch.
Yes.
I do leg pulls, which is pulling my knee up to my chest while I'm still laying in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
All the way up to your chest?
Yeah, I just
my
pull it right
goodness.
straight back as far as I can go and hold it for a count of maybe 10 or whatever. Do the other one the same way. Go back and do both of them. I do each one probably 2-3 times. When I get up and I come in to make my coffee, while my coffee is brewing, I do those exercises of stretching my hips as far as leaning against the counter and putting one foot ahead of the other and pushing going forward. I do the on your toes, doing maybe 15 to 20 of those on your toes like that, and standing on one leg.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do toe push-ups on one leg, but make sure you're kind of holding on to a counter or something, and you maybe do 5 or 10 of those in the morning. But I do that every morning.
That's great. That is super. Well, think about joining us on Wednesdays at 10:30, and we'll do a little more. Rachel, I guess that's about everything I have. Unless somebody else has
Yeah.
a
Does anybody
question.
have any question? Yeah. Anybody?
I just like to be enrolled in all 3 of those classes, and then if you text me when they start and everything, so I could do them, because I
All
think
3 of
they'd
them?
really benefit me. Yeah, they'd really benefit me.
Okay, perfect. So I'll put you down. Well, so do you want to wait? We don't have a virtual walk with ease. We have that in-person one. Gayla's not the instructor. That starts tomorrow, actually, at 1 p.m.
The last thing you said I didn't get before the 1 p.m.
The walk with ease, it starts tomorrow. Gayla is not the instructor for it. She just concluded a virtual session. As of right now, we don't have a virtual one scheduled. If you'd like to wait and see if we're going to do another virtual one, I can let you know. If you want to try the in-person, I can put you down for that.
I'll do that. So tomorrow at 10.
At 1 p.m.
1 p.m. 1 p.m.
And I'll follow up with you this afternoon and give you a call and just make sure you have all the details if you'd like. I can just do that afterwards.
Yeah.
And then also for the strength training too.
What's the last thing you said?
The strength training.
I'm sorry,
You're fine.
And so you have to speak a little bit slower, or I don't get it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I apologize. Would you like the strength training as well?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I really need it. The doctor was telling me after he gave me my shot that I really, but it's hard because it's like with arthritis, you don't know you've overdone until after you've overdone and done the damage and gone out of remission. If it would tell you while you're doing it so you can back off, it would be wonderful, but it doesn't do that. So something like this that is organized and, you know, I can gradually work into it, you know what I'm saying? And it's meant for people with these situations, I think would be perfect for me.
Okay, great.
Wonderful.
Rachel,
Mr.
now,
George?
now,
Go
Oh,
ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that, another thing that, exercise you can do as you sitting is, my brother has this thing like a peddler. It's a machine he puts on.
oh,
the
yeah.
pedal, and while he's watching TV or reading or whatever, he's pedaling.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
no stress on him. He just sit there in the chair, put the machine down and just pedal.
Awesome.
Keeping his mobility.
There's
That's
no
good.
stress on you at all.
Mhm.
Oh, good.
Great. Ms. Gwen, did you have a question?
Yes. She was mentioning Friday at 1 o'clock. Now, is it more than one activity at during that time?
Of the ones that we mentioned, no. Tomorrow's 1 p.m. So that's the Walk with Ease that's in person. It'll meet every Friday, I believe for 6 weeks.
Every Friday at the senior
From-
citizens place?
That's correct.
Okay,
Mhm.
every Friday.
If you're interested in the virtual option that you can do from home, the strength training class beginning on the 16th at 10:30 in the morning is virtual.
Yes. I'm interested in that one too. Do we need a special code to get in, or do we just log in on Coffee Talk?
No, it's a different link. I'll follow up with you after this call and get you registered.
Okay.
Same for you, Miss
All
Brenda,
right.
and I'll get you all of the information. Now, Gayla, the class uses small hand weights if they have them and an exercise band. That's correct? Do they
Correct.
need any
And
other equipment?
no other equipment. And if you don't have small hand weights, I would go with like 1 pound or 2 pound, really small hand weights, where you can use a bottle of water or a can of soup, just anything with resistance. If you haven't been doing strength training for a while, we'll probably want you to just start out just doing the movements, just use your hands and then add it. Stretch bands are provided by the senior center. Just see Chantel at, just ask for it at the front desk, and we will be using resistance bands like these. And that's just to kind of help us with our range of motion, to kind of, we'll just kind of, as we go from side to side. So you will pick up one of these, and it's optional too. Some people don't like using these, but it's really good for our range of motion and to keep it, keep us all balanced. So just pick that up at the senior center. Just ask Chantel, and she'll give you a stretch band.
Wonderful. And I'll follow up with you both, Miss Gwen, Miss Barbara, and we'll go over the details, make sure you have everything. And if anyone else is interested in any of the classes, please let me know. If you have any questions for Gayla, I'm happy to relay those to her or provide the best contact information if she'd like you to just reach out to her. But
Yeah.
Other questions for Gayla? All right. Well, thank you so much, Gayla, for taking some time this morning. I appreciate it, and sharing all your
Thank you,
information for all your classes. We're very appreciative of all you do for the Senior Resource Center.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me. I enjoyed it. I got where I love to talk. It's kind of shutting me up. I have a problem with every now and then.
Well, we're glad to see you, and I'm so excited for your new class starting in a few weeks. It looks like we're going to have a full class. So that
Yay.
is awesome news.
Thank you.
Makes me
so
happy.
much.
All right.
Yay.
Thank
All
you.
righty.
Have a good
Well, thanks,
weekend.
Gayla. Yes,
Thank
you
you.
too. All right. Well, I only have a few more announcements. So if you're interested in the virtual bingo that is playing on Monday, the 7th, it's from 11 a.m. to 12:30. I apologize. Last week I said 11:30. It's 11. So 11 a.m. to 12:30 virtually. You do need to register for it if you're interested. Now, if you are and you just want to send me a message or an email and let me know, or you can drop it in the chat right now, I'll take care of your registration. We do have to have registration
On the bingo?
For bingo, yes.
On the if you already been playing it, you have to register every time. You have to register every week for bingo.
With the test that we did, that was just something that we did, you know, kind of as a small group together. Because this event is offered to anyone, we're trying to see how many people. I have to email everyone the Zoom link. So I need to know who to send it to. So if you'll just let me know so I can register you. Okay.
I can tell you right now, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. And are you all interested in June 7th and the 21st?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect. So you'll get an email from me tomorrow, most likely, maybe this afternoon, and it will have the Zoom information for it because it is different this time. So I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that they do need to register. So thank you all. I appreciate it. So everybody's interested, right? I have everyone down. Wonderful. Okay.
Do you have my email address?
I am not positive. If you want to put it in the chat just to be safe, that works.
Okay.
The other note that I had that I wanted to share with everyone. So I'm sure you all remember John. He spoke with us. He was with Fort Fisher and he shared about Memorial Day last week.
Yes, yes.
There were several questions about the different, let me see if I pulled up the email to share it with you all. The different women Air Force service pilots, that group, as well as the Camp Davis information and things like that. And I know several of you were wanting to take a look at those lists. He sent me over some PDFs as well that you can read over with some of that information and the names that he has. If you're interested in that, will you just let me know and I'd be happy to send it to you?
I'm
Ms. Barbara, you have a
letting you know right now, Miss.
Yes, I do.
Miss
I
Rachel.
Rachel, I'm trying to send you my email address, but I don't see your name in the chat box.
Okay.
So just send it. I don't want to send it to everyone.
Okay, I'll follow up with you and give you a call. Or Vicky should have all of your contact information.
Yeah, Vicky
right?
does.
Perfect. All right, that's all I need then. I'll give that to her. And was it you, Miss Barbara, that also wanted to take a look at those lists from John? The names of the, okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Awesome. Well, does anybody have any questions or anything for me? That was all the information I had. I will share that those PDFs with you as well as the list that he sent. He will actually be joining us again at the end of the month to do another presentation. This time, so last week he spoke specifically on Memorial Day with the holiday that was this past weekend. At the end of the month, he'll actually be speaking about Fort Fisher more specifically. Okay. So we'll be getting a little bit of that. And he has quite a bit of history information. So if you had a topic that you had in mind, let me know and I can see if he has any info. Mr. George, yeah.
Yeah, I sent you 3 messages in chat.
Perfect. Okay, let me check it right now. I got it. I'll make sure of it. All right. Does anybody have any questions or anything? Any thoughts?
Rusty, stop. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're fine.
Delivery
awesome.
man.
Sounds like a good guard dog.
He is. He's only
Good.
12 pounds, but he loves everybody. Once you see him, he barks at you because he's saying, "Pat me, pat me, pat me."
Yeah.
There's only been a couple of people in the 4 years I've had him that he's growled at. And, you know, when I was walking or something, and I just stayed away from those people because I know how friendly he is. So I figured,
There you
he knows
go.
something.
There you are.
Good. Good.
Mhm.
Well,
He's
awesome.
loud,
Well, Yeah, I feel like the smaller ones usually are. My parents have a dog and she's probably about the same, and she's loud when she wants to be, but only when she wants to be. She's usually pretty quiet otherwise. She just wants somebody to
Yes.
pet her too, so.
Ankle
Yes.
nibblers.
Yeah,
And he doesn't nip at
that
anybody,
too.
never has.
Awesome. Well, it was so wonderful to see you all. Gayla, thank you so much again for your time. If anybody needs anything from me, of course, you know to always reach out. I will be in touch with the information from John and also to follow up about the class registration. If you think about it, over the weekend and decide that one of those classes Gayla talked about would be good for you and you want to register, let me know and we can get you some more info. Otherwise, y'all have a wonderful weekend and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Two.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.
Thank
Did you
you.
say- I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.